Hello. Please let me know if you can hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know. I was trying to test the mic. No, I am not production inquiry. I am completely not. I am here. I've been trying to test um the I'm trying to test the microphone because I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. So I don't want to start without you all telling me first if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Yes, no, maybe. So you're not the part of me. You're not the part or you're not the boss. I think if you're not the boss of me now, you are not the boss of me now. Hi. All right. You said yes, we can hear me. There might be a lag, so I want to apologize in advance for that lag. I'm gonna I've decided instead of jumping on the Nikki train right now, I am you are 1.89 minutes late. All right, production. I'll make it up to you. I'll make it up to you. Here's how I'm going to make it up to you, production inquiry. I'm going to go live every single day this week. Does that work for you? I will not continue until production say yes or nay. If you say no, I won't do it. But if you say yes, that will make it up to you. I will go live every single day this week. I'm waiting for production inquiry to respond. Production inquiry, please send only production inquiry can make me go live this week. No, let me know. You have to give me a yes. Production inquiry. You have to give me a yes. If you say yes, you will forgive me. I will go live every day this week. But you guys have to hold me to another standard also, which I'm going to tell you what that is in a minute. Wait, production is not responding. Production is not responding, so I'm thinking she does not want that. So she will not forgive me even if I go live every day this week. Therefore, I might not. Pretends to be production inquiry. Oh, hi V. How are you? I'm giving you a hug. I'm giving you a hug. I need to go live and to give a story time about my time in Jamaica. To give it, I was in Jamaica for the last 4 days and I came back to the cold and I'm like, girl, why did I ever come back? Anywho, Jamaica was fun. I will give you guys a story time. If you're on my Instagram, you saw a lot of the mess taking place. But yeah, I have officially, people in Jamaica cannot recognize that I'm Jamaican anymore from the way I talk. So that has not been great because everyone wants a tip and they will not let me leave and they are like slightly aggressive about you tipping them when they did absolutely nothing. Like you're standing outside of the club. Why do you want me to give you a tip? Like that 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 don't make sense to me. That does not make sense to me. Like I'm not even going to be anyway. We'll get at some point this week. We'll talk about my time in Jamaica. We'll just sit and have a kiki. Um, all right. So that out of the way, I am working on a longer form video regarding Nicki Minaj. I am because I am not surprised. I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised. Nicki's politics have been what Nicki's politics is. And so it is disappointing to see, but I'm not surprised by it. I understood it, but I didn't understood it. I did not understand it to this extent. So that's the first thing. The second thing is Nikki has a week to respond to this, whereby Nikki, you're gonna have to come out and tell us what laws Black women put forward that disenfranchised white women. I'm going to need you to tell us how Black women have affected white women's beauty through any kind of institutional power. That's the one thing, because there's like pro eugenics stance that Nikki has taken in response to the backlash that Dusty Sweeney got for that crappy A commercial is a problem for me. It is a problem for me. So I'm going to leave my commentary on Nicki Minaj. I'm going to continue to gather my information. But when you talk about people shouldn't be shamed for blonde hair, blue eyes, Nicki, I don't know where they did that at, but I'm gonna need you to explain yourself. And I don't care what you do. The thing is, Nicki has been removed from my wall of impactful artists that I adore because she married a pedophile. Like, this is not new to me. So for the Barbs who are now jumping off the Nicki train, I did have an appreciation for Nicki. I still think she's a really amazing rapper, but like I came off when she like straight up went to marry a pedophile, and when she did that, I found out about her brother, her father, and like the people she surrounds herself with generally. So like if you are just now leaving the Nicki Minaj train, I'm not quite sure what kept you on. Eh, it is what it is. All right. So I'm not here. I'm actually here to not talk about Nicki. I'm here to talk about Dr. Simone. And Dr. Simone and Nicki shares something very Demas, I love your hair like this. I actually was going to put out a poll to ask if y'all think I should cut my hair and wear it short and give professional grown men. But I'll put that poll out sometime. But I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, we're going to talk about Dr. Simone. I'm going to ask that we check our feelings at the door. I was told that whenever I talk and I debate, I tend to ignore the humanity in people and I just go to the points that we're making and try to debate on the points and like try to disregard people's feelings. Now, obviously, I get angry, people get angry, but I don't actually care about the emotion. I'm just there for the ability to articulate your position in a way that is convincing to me. That's all that I care about, right? And I'm trying to be more thoughtful and kind come 2025, right? 2026, sorry. So I have failed that essentially in 2025. We will start again in 2026. So I'm warning everyone now. Let's try to check fully our emotions at the door because I will say, and I'm putting my position up front, this is Dr. Simone's world that she created, that she cultivated, that she loves. And I think she wants to be in that world. I think Dr. Simone, like Nicki Minaj, like most of these women, they like to have men that they look down on. And they think that it's a win to have a bum as a man that they flex on. And they don't understand, in my book, how that destroys one, their legacy, but also their mental health, right? When you have to work to provide because you decided to date and marry and raise bums. So that's my position generally. And then we are going to get into the specifics. Are we good? Cool. I'm going to hit the intro and let's get into the discussion. I'll go slowly because I'm not in a rush. I do have to edit a video, part 2, for my Tuesday morning takes. And I still have to go to the gym. So the next part of the O's come on every day this week is you have to make sure that I do not go over an hour and 30 minutes. If I go over an hour and 30 minutes on any given day except Friday, we're going to have a problem. All right, that's that on that. Let's start. All right, Julio. All right. First of all, I want to play the clip that is going viral. I won't put it on the screen because I've heard a lot of people talk about copyright and Bravo is known for copyright. But in truth, like, I feel like they're going to take this video down regardless. The reason I'm doing this video is because I was watching Lovely Tea And she said something, Lovely T said something that I wanted to respond to, which is why I'm doing this video. This is what Lovely T had to say. It's a two, like maybe a minute, if that.
No, because again, that doesn't give them an incentive. I've seen videos of kids crying about brand new cars simply because the color was off. It wasn't the color, wasn't the brand. It's insane. Like, baby girl, calm down. We took the bus everywhere. What car? We knew the damn trains and the buses like the back of our heads. So I think that unfortunately Simone created these little monsters. Okay. And, you know, and I'm not trying to talk down about her boys because, again, they're very smart. They graduated college. You know, they don't seem to be trouble as far as like them going in and out of jail. But she did create this, her and Cecil. So now it's going to be hard for them to bring it back because they're grown.
The bar is absolutely in hell. That comment, mind you, I don't disagree with her fully, right? I think it is true that she created these little monster, well, grown monsters, including her husband. I fully believe this. The thing is, the idea that because you're not in and out of prison, you're a good guy. That is the fact that you graduated high school or even graduated undergrad, that you're good or like you're a good child because you did that and you're not in and out of prison is absolutely insane to me. That bar is absolutely in hell. And I was thinking about kind of why this is. And the narrative around what is expected is what I think she's measuring these boys to. We're boys, men, these grown men too. We're okay, they're doing better than other people based on the fact that they're not in prison. It's like, wait, what kind of bar is that? Like, what that is not a bar, right? And I am not describing them based on any knowledge of who these people are. I am only responding to the clip from Bravo and a live stream that they did later. And my ultimate conclusion again is that this is Simone's world. She loves it there and she created this. I don't like her mothering style. I am not her mother. I'm not a parent. I don't have children. And so before you start typing, Demas, you're not a parent. How dare you say you don't like, I don't like her parenting style. The way that she curses at her everyone in her vicinity is absolutely insane and diabolical to me. I think that is slightly unhinged. And if that's how she spoke to them kids raising them, that is a problem. These are now grown men who are entitled, who she goes out after she yells and she gets angry and gives them the son, Michael. I actually don't know the other son's personality, so let me limit this to Michael and his dusty daddy. I don't understand how you can be that frustrated, that angry, that aware of how you are being used by these men, and you still went out and got this boy the Tesla. You still went out after all of that and gave him everything he wanted. You still agreed to pay for his law school experience, his degree, right? You're still doing this, right? And so, like, it's very difficult to be empathetic and think of ways to talk about this without highlighting that she is the cause of her own problems. Now, obviously, she is the first cause in that she's the first mover in her issue because she could just leave it. Instead, she stays and she perpetuates this over. Like, I get the need to think about this in a framing that has her as a victim. And in some ways she is, and in other ways she's not. Because you're a victim does not mean you're not the one perpetrating the harm that comes back to you. And you can still be a victim because these are grown men. But Dr. Simone went out of her way to find a man, provide for that man, raise that man, and decided to have children with that man. And now her children are exactly like the man she married. Again, I keep saying children, pluralizing it, but I do actually mean Michael, the 22-year-old. The 26-year-old, I don't know him that well. I don't know enough about him to put him in there. But he's co-signing, it seems, and he's not pushing back against his brother. So I'm just going to lump him in. I'm just going to lump him in there, girl. If you see foolishness and you're not talking about it, engaging with it, I'm just going to lump you in with it. Okay. So the clip that is going viral. Thank you, by the way, production inquiry. The clip that is going viral is this. You're going to hear it. I'm going to put it on screen. It is what it is. It's not like I'm trying to do. Let's just put this on screen. Ain't nobody got time. Someone try to cut it up to make it so that they can get around copyright issues. I don't think it worked, but it don't matter.
High school, right?
And the struggles of parenting young adults who expect the world handed.
Feel to have one less thing off the plate.
Nothing. It feels like nothing. So we talked about in high school, right? I got the Jeep. Boom, Jeep was cool. But now we're starting to teeter towards Jeep not being so cool. So now it's like,
really? What makes a Jeep not so cool?
No, it's cool, but it's just like, I'm tired of seeing it. I know you tired of seeing it.
Tired. What we do have to look at, though, is your financial situation to see if you could afford to make any payments. I put some numbers. I did some figures for you. Hold on 1 second while I get my iPad.
I just want to say before you go, make sure whatever you bring out on that iPad is not going to cause me to pick up your pasta off your plate and feed it to the dogs.
Yeah, it might.
A couple of things. And I saw people responding to this on TikTok and saying, it's a threat, it's a threat, it's a threat. I think this is how they joke. I do. But that's the problem. How they joke with each other is a problem. And the fact that their father is standing around while the son is telling the mother, hey, make sure what you're bringing to me is not something that will cause me to get angry, essentially, and disrespect you by taking your food off your plate and feed it to the dog. The daddy is walking around, not responding to this at all. He's not even fazed by this. Maybe that's editing, right? Maybe this is production's fault. Maybe the father stepped in and we don't know it. But from what we just saw, no one is doing anything. The mom is saying, you just might, and laughing. The mother, in response to her 22-year-old son, threatening to take her food off the plate and feed it to the dog if she brings back news that he does not like, is laughing and saying, you might actually disrespect me because of the thing that I'm about to tell you. Mom is laughing. Dad is doing nothing. Please tell me you understand how this child grows up to be a man who acts this way and disrespect his. I could not even imagine saying some foolishness like that to my mom. Like the thought of me saying that to my mom is like not even close to being formed in my mind. Like that's not a thought I can have. And for no one to be fazed by that and the mom to be laughing and saying, you might actually feed my food to the dog is actually insane. And this is why you cannot divorce her from the action of the dusty people around her, because she's letting this happen. She's allowing this to happen. She's laughing when this is happening. And the father just there not doing anything. You married Dusty and you're raising Dusty. It's like, it is that simple. It is that simple. When you look at your mate, right, the person you're with, if you don't want your children to be like that person, maybe that's not the person to procreate with. Just a thought. For those who have procreated and have children willingly and knowingly, it is strange to have a child and not want that child to be around their dad because you think their dad might do something to them. If you had that knowledge beforehand and you had a child with that man and you are now afraid of that man being around your child, that's a problem. If you have a boy and you don't want that boy to be like his father, that is also a problem. You have failed. I don't know what to tell you. So hopefully, from Simone's perspective, she is okay with her son being exactly like their daddy. Hopefully, she understands the man she's with, and she's okay with her son being just like that. And woe to the woman who decided to date her. Apparently, they were in Jamaica while I was in Jamaica. Apparently, they went on a vacation there. I don't know nothing about that. I didn't look into it. And she paid for the entire family and their girlfriends to show up there. So, this woman loves her world. She loves to be the master of her world. She loves to be the provider in her world. She loves it. She loves to do this. She also loves to complain about it and talk down to people in her world for creating this world and having them in it the way that she wants them in it. This is exactly what she wants. This is a world she's created. She likes it there. She likes it there. We know she likes it there because she has ever power to change everything in there, and she decided not to. She's deciding not to. She's deciding to live this life. She likes to complain. She likes to see herself as a victim. She likes to yell at the boys. She likes to talk down on the boys. She likes to talk about her degrees, and she likes to put her husband down and say, you don't got no degree. She likes it. This is what she likes. I'm not telling her to not do it. I'm telling you that this is the world she wants to be in. That's what she likes. These people, this is not raising kids with love, mind you. And so I want to be clear that I want to talk about Dr. Simone first before I get to the boys, because this is not about love. She creates monsters because this is not her loving her boys and treating them like, those boy mom who love them. No, this is pure ego. She might love her boys, she might love her husband, but she operates when it comes to them purely on ego from everything that I've seen online and on the show. Again, this could be edited and filtered for consumption. They no love the boys and I keep saying the boys, those two grown men and the father. They find love through spending money. This is how they feel and know she loves them. She runs around the house cursing people out, creating a hostile environment. And yes, she's the one creating the hostile environment initially. She created that herself. Like Nicki Minaj and a lot of other women in this place where they're wealthy and successful, they like to get these men, weak, useless men, instead of dating men who are, quote unquote, financially on their level, they like dating down and then treating people around them like trash. Yes, they do. And then throw money their way. The way she speaks is absolutely diabolical to them. And yes, I actually do have a problem with the way she speaks to them. We'll get to them and their disrespect. But I think it starts with her deciding to date a man who is beneath her, treat him like he's beneath her, and then have a son, then another son, all of which she treats exactly the same. Dr. Simone likes weak, useless men. She likes she likes weak, useless men, and she likes to tell them they're weak and useless. I don't know what to tell you. Dr. Simone could have dated on her level. Instead, she decided to date down. And when she talks, we're going to talk about her degree. She's going to bring up her degree even in this conversation. And it's such a strange thing to be flexing on your family with your degree. Like, I don't, you know me, I am for pro degree. Like, girl, if you get your degree, flaunt it. But there's something very strange about the way she because it feels like she understands how to get under specifically her husband's skin. Mind you, I am not defending this man who was cheating. I believe this is cheating, even if it never got physical. I'm not going to get into that story, but there's no love or sympathy for him. But when you decide to continue to be with him, unless you're going to drag him continuously, period. But please note that you're adding to the house. When you keep telling this man that he's dumb and useless, which, look, he might be, you still married him. Like, if you think he don't got no degree, he this, he that, why are you with him? when you initially thought, I'm going to try to get a divorce, and you had them girls talk you out of getting a divorce, fine, you stayed with him. You don't get to just like talk down on the person you're with. Like, that's weird. That is weird. Guy, he said he never physically cheated, but he was emotionally invested and opening up the it is what it is, girl. He cheated in my book. If he, even when he said he never physically cheated, then you cheated some other way. I don't know what to tell you, girl. And if you got a man emotionally cheating or creating bonds with other women, if you caught them doing that and you didn't catch them sleeping, just assume they slept with someone else or that person. I don't think cheating just happens once. So it's just it is that is my opinion. Not fact, my opinion. Every time these kids get on screen, they try to humble her. Every single time. There was a scene where they created this presentation, right? And I thought this was going to be a good presentation. I'm not even going to tell you why I used to like watching Married to Medicine, but when I was growing up, my mom had this thing where if I wanted something, I would have to get an A, or I would have to create a presentation explaining what the thing is, why it's useful, and why I should get it. Right. And I would used to love doing this presentation. Even when I didn't get the thing, I just liked doing the presentation, answering question. It was like me doing a thesis defense. Anywho, I saw this and I thought they were going to prison. They literally sat up there and told her that she talked too loudly. She's annoying, essentially. She keeps yelling and cursing at them and they don't like that. And it was just this weird thing where you see her laughing, but you saw also her shrinking, where these men, the sons and the father, just were ready to just kind of vomit onto her all the ways she has failed as a woman and as a mother to them, right? And they look for opportunities to do this. This is not new. There is a deep sense of resentment that I feel from all of the men in her life, the three men in her life, when they talk to her and talk about her. And it's not hatred. I think and from her perspective, it feels like there's a lot of guilt. Now, I don't know what she did to make her feel guilty. Maybe she doesn't feel like she was a good enough mother because she was the breadwinner. She was never home, and mothers in their environment were home and the fathers were working. So having their house kind of flipped created this kind of mental anguish for her and her kids. And so she feels guilty and they feel resentful. And that is like manifesting in the ways they talk to each other and the way that she smiles and laughs whenever they are overtly disrespecting her. There is a guilt resentment dynamic happening in that household that is very clear. Just one look at them and how they interact. And it's not to say they don't love each other. I don't know nothing about the husband, don't care nothing about the Cecil, but it is the way that they talk to each other where they're like taking jabs at each other. And it's not like we're just having fun, this is a one-time thing. It's no. Every time they're together, there is this like war happening, and it's always the mother against all three of them. There's never a point where she's being defended. Like the dad is just like the sons, and they're all mad at the mother for being a provider in some ways and making them feel small. Mind you, Cecil gonna feel small just by her existing. Cecil, the husband gonna feel small just by Dr. Simone existing. That's just that on that. When you're kind of useless, it's just there. It's just gonna happen, girl. Yeah, no, it's the nervous chuckle. Yeah, that it's a defense mechanism. It's a way to shield her ego from facing in real time and in front of the camera that she's being disrespected. It's like watching three men jam a tube into her and just suck the life out of her. But also, it doesn't feel like they hate her. It feels like they're angry at her. And I lump the sons and the father in the same boat, where they feel resentful, like she's not there in the way that they want her to be there. Also, it is very clear that they don't feel heard. I don't know what they got to say because I'm not listening to the 22-year-old about nothing, and I'm also not listening to the Dusty Nun provider about anything either. So it just is what it just is what it is. The 26-year-old, what's his name again? So I know it's Michael. I know it's Cecil, and I'm forgetting the because he's not really talking like that. What's the older son's name? God, it don't matter. I'm never talking about him ever. So it is what it is.
Once Miles and Michael told me that they were going to be graduating this year, all I have been able to think about is moving forward financially. Basically, what I did was just calculate the Chase bill for last year, month by month. January.
Mama, can I stop you right there? You're going the wrong way.
Why does this have to be negative?
It doesn't.
It's factual information. Michael spent over $60,000 by himself on this card.
The Chase bill.
If I were you and I wanted a car, I wouldn't be arguing with the person you're asking to buy the car. But that's me. This needs to be shared so that he has a clear understanding about the value of money, about the value of just swiping a motherfucking credit card. So,
see, this is also, it's just so annoying. It's so weird and disheartening because, like, you're like, a mother effing credit card. That is to her husband. She's annoyed and she's mad at her husband and she's pointing it at the fact that her son is spending $60,000. I don't know, whenever, like a year, she's spending $60,000. Look, it's not it's not a small amount of money, right? And I'm not, if it's your money, you have to pay the bill, so be mad about that. And I'm with her fully, like fully with her. The issue that I have is you are still going to give him money. Like, you want him to learn the value of something and you keep saying it to him, but you are not providing any actions to back up the fact that you need him to respect you and your money and spending your money. You have to provide action. You can't just say, you've been spending this much money and I don't like it. You've been spending this much money. Yeah, next year he's going to spend $100,000. And what about it? Are you going to stop him? Because if you're not going to stop him, then you saying it is not doing anything. If you think you telling him to not do it is going to lead to him not doing it, that has never worked, apparently. That has never worked. So I don't know. I don't know. Like, don't pay it. Don't pay it. Let him pay it. Tell him to go get a job and have him pay it. But no. Not only did you go ahead and pay it, you also went and got him the Tesla car. And the reason he gave for not wanting the car that he currently has, or the Jeep that he currently has, is that it's out of style. So when the Tesla goes out of style, who gonna buy the new car?
have you been thinking about where you want to go to law school, how you're going to finance your education?
I do have a mother who makes pretty good.
I have a mother that makes pretty good money, and your dad is sitting there. You must be all kind of useless. Imagine sitting at the table with your son, and the mother asks, "Son, how you gonna pay for this?" And he looked to you and say, "Well, I do have a mother, not parents, a mother who makes money." And you just sitting there sipping your tea. God, if you don't. The entitlement is one thing, and I agree. The entitlement is trash, right? Like, let's trash for the entitlement. The husband sitting there just sipping his juice when the son says, "Well, I have a mom who makes money." Okay, yes, and you have a dad who Who what? Wait, you got a dad who what? You got a mom who makes money. You have a dad who what? Yes, he is spoiled rotten, but is it worse due to his gender? No, 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 no. He's not spoiled rotten. He's disrespectful and entitled. Him being spoiled rotten is the least of my problem right now. He is disrespectful. Funny enough, I don't think if he was a girl, this would be happening. I think Dr. Simone would expect her girls to be high achievers like herself. She is allowing her boys to be like their daddy. I think she's willing to let the boys be like her daddy. Woe to the woman who picked that man up when he's grown enough. Well, he's 22.
Your money.
I don't feel like I should be footing the bill for anything other than the roof over your head, that sort of a thing.
So when you start talking about law school, graduate school, and so forth, if you're not getting any support, right? If no one's helping you to do that, and it sounds like, based on what your mom is saying, that's what would be the ideal situation.
So the only one here at the
See, the petty in me could never. The petty in me, Dr. Simone, girl, I know you're about to drop your degree and drag the man, but you're going to do it passive aggressively, saying the only person at the table with a graduate degree is yourself and not the dusty man that you're with, that you decided to be with, and now you're dragging him for the degree. That's fine. That's cute. I wouldn't have done that. It's like, if you're not getting help, I'd be like, okay, girl, you do it. If I were Dr. Simone, in that very moment, I would say, you know what? You need help, son. You're going to law school. I think it would be best if you had help and didn't have to take loans out. Your daddy got it. We live in Georgia. It's a separate property state. It's not like community property. This is my money, my bank account. Hopefully his name is not on none of it. Actually, my mom, I had a charge card. And the fact that their sons have a charge card probably means they all share an account of sorts, a Chase account. So that's not great. That's not great. But I would lock everything, take everything back, and let the daddy do it with his own money in real estate. That he not selling no real estate. I would let him do it. The moment he opened his mouth to defend the kids instead of siding with me, that's the moment he gonna have to foot the bill. Let's see how well he does. Let's see how. Like, I'm not about to sit around and play these games. Absolutely not.
Would be the ideal situation.
So the only one here at the table with an actual graduate doctorate degree is me. And how I did it was I got scholarship money and loans.
Not the bum looking around at her. The only one at this table, including your dusty daddy, who just decided to speak up as if anyone asked him anything in defense of you, talking about graduate degree as if he has a graduate degree. Let me be clear. The only person at this table with a graduate degree is moi. And as such, I worked for it myself, unlike your dusty daddy who has never worked for anything in his life because I provided for him. I don't know why he's talking about what you don't. I don't know why he's talking about what you need and don't need in graduate school as if he's ever been there. I would have just gone in. I'd have just gone in. Ain't nobody gonna sit around and play with you. Nobody gonna sit around and play with you. But if you married that man, you knew who that man was, and therefore ain't nobody got time for you, Dr. Simone. But also, period, drag.
Your mom was not able to do the things for you that you are able to do for us. What about all the rich white kids, their parents pay for their way to do everything, and then they get out of college debt-free and are millionaires?
Okay, girl, are you a rich white kid? Are you a rich white kid? Because I didn't know you were a rich white kid. You and your mom look exactly alike, just you look a 2 shades lighter. I didn't know you were a rich white kid, though. So If you're a rich white kid, go do what rich white kids do. You want to be where the rich white kids are, go do that. Period. Dr. Simone, the thing is, she curses at them. And it's weird to watch a mother curse at her family this way because it's like, you don't have to do that at all. Just don't give them your money. I promise you, if you want them people to change, just restrict payments. I wonder if this is what Brian McKnight. Let me stop. Because I would cut my kids off. I would cut my children off in a minute. I would cut. The only person I would never cut off is my mom and my dad and my brother. Well, yeah, my brother. Everyone else gonna get cut off. It's that simple. You try me one too many times, it's done. And I'm not about to yell back and forth. My throat is not meant for yelling. I don't know why I do this online where I'm talking so loudly. In real life, I cannot shout at all. So one thing's for certain, two things for sure. I'm not about to sit around shouting, cursing with anyone. I'm not debasing myself to anyone's level. And I would be like, to your level, please leave my home. Leave my home with that chase card. You're going to leave my home and you're going to leave that chase card.
So what about all the white people who pay for their kids to go to school, be debt free, and they still ain't doing shit?
Now, Michael's point is still a valid one.
I agree. It is valid. You pay for it. I agree. It is valid. You pay for it. You person who I paid for your life, bought and sold it on a discount. You go ahead and go pay for it. You know that wedding ring that I probably bought myself and gave it to you to give to me? You can go pawn it off and go help them. Apparently he's a real estate something, girl. What you should be asking is where the house he's selling and what he doing in real estate. Because that son definitely said, I have a mother who makes money. Not I have parents, I have a mother.
We are blessed. We are in a situation where we can help.
Then go help by yourself. Like, I don't know. This is such an easy fix that it's annoying. No, don't play with Stedman. Do not. It is hard for any man to level up to Oprah Winfrey, but I think Oprah did the best she could in choosing, and Stedman was a good enough choice. This man don't have a job. I promise you, Stedman, selling his books could pay for this guy's law school. I'm pretty sure Stedman have $150,000, $200,000 easily. The fact that Cecil has an input would piss me off. And I think this is why Dr. Simone is so frustrated. That's why Dr. Simone, is so frustrated. Because imagine just giving financially, because I don't think she gives anything emotionally, which is also a part of the problem. But I think she's giving financially a lot. And your dusty husband is sitting there talking about we can help someone. We were blessed to help. Who blessed you? Whoever blessed you can go bless them, and it's not going to be me. If you were blessed, sound like God doing real good work on you, so ask God to go bless them too and not ask me. You tried it.
Who here at the table gives a about how hard I'm working instead of being able to move towards retirement?
Me.
He said that he thinks every day about what he can do to be able to give back to you.
He says he thinks every day about how he can give back to you. Girl, you pay for it. Every time he talks, I would say you pay for it. Every single time he opened that mouth, I would be like, you pay for it. Every single time. My foot is short. No, let me be clear. I am on Dr. Simone's side. However, the way she speaks to her family is absolutely insane. You don't get that angry. I don't care about the pain in your voice. You created that pain in your voice. You continue to pay off this man's chase card. You continue to buy him the new car he wants because he thinks the old car is out of style. You continue to fund their life, and you don't have to be annoyed. She wants to be annoyed. She lives for these moments. She likes this. I fully believe she absolutely loves this. She wants this. I think she does not know how to operate without this, like being the victim, the person who is being used and taken advantage of financially. She likes that. She likes being frustrated and say, I work hard. I went to school. I have the degree. I have the money. Here, but I am mad at you. And that creates resentment. Yeah, she wants this. There are people who are addicted to the feeling of being superior, even when it's draining them. Like, this woman is drained. She is tired. And I know she wants it because she can end it at any time, end the relationship and the providing for them. She can. She can just cut it off. She can just cut it off. She doesn't want to. She just want to be annoying. She wants to be annoyed, and she also wants to be annoying. And she likes the push and pull. She likes begging for appreciation from the people who don't appreciate that which she gives. Because in truth, what she's giving might not actually be what they want. I don't care nothing about what this dusty man want. I care nothing about what the husband want. And these two men, the children, the sons, are grown. So I actually kind of don't care what they want now either. They can go get therapy for whatever they want. But I think what she's given in terms of finances is not what they want. And they're not connected to her. So no matter how much money she gives to them and allows them to spend, it will never be enough because that's not what they want. And you have beaten into them the idea that they should be spending money. That's it. So all they know how to do when they feel any kind of way about anything in life is spend money. Just spend. At least the 22-year-old. Who knows what the 26-year-old is doing? Who knows what Miles is doing? Because Miles is in the corner looking stressed. Miles in the corner looking stressed, girl.
That's what he
said.
But then don't.
If I'm dead before he finishes law school,
That
then
can
what?
happen because God might take you away.
I'm done talking about this.
Oh, I don't care. Be done. I get tired of being the lone man out. It's always 3 against 1.
I'm jumping in.
Don't jump in. You can't speak for me because you don't think like me. You don't think like me. You don't support me on
Where did that come from?
It comes from my heart. It comes from my heart. The bottom line is you are so entitled is what this revealed to me. I'm done.
She's not done at all. She's not even close to being done. She gonna come right back and the cycle continues. She's not done. She don't want to be done either. And no, I don't believe this is financial abuse at all. I do not believe that. I saw a commentator saying this is financial abuse. I don't think so. She bought her husband and now she's raising her children to be like her husband. This is, again, like, this is her world. All of these people are, she is the sun. She is the center of gravity. Everything moves around her on her time. This is all her. All right. So anyway, I don't want to watch the rest of that because we need to get to the point. They decided that they are going to go on a live stream. And on the live stream, they're talking. This is them on a live stream. And like, honest to God, I kind of wish they would have just disappeared and not said anything further. Thank you, One and Tell. Yeah, well, my wife just watched this episode too. My wife said she would have left her husband here. Yeah, and she should have. Ain't nobody got time for the foolishness. So they went live, and I don't know why they went live, but maybe Bravo told them that the ratings are up, so they need to like capitalize on it. I don't know. So this is them live talking to us.
Cecil and I both have retirement accounts that, you know, they are,
What are we doing?
we're
What are we?
talking just,
No, I mean, you popping it, and you right.
wait, did you
But
say I'm popping it?
no, like, yeah, you just popping it. Like, yeah, you doing your thing for sure. And let me get my perspective. We've heard enough from you.
We've heard enough from you is absolutely we heard enough from you is absolutely insane. Why is there a 22-year-old who is unable to speak properly? Why you must well make your sex a period. Why is there 20? Yes, disrespect. That is so disrespectful. And the fact that she up there smiling like a proud mama is insane. The fact that she up here smiling, again, I think smiling is her defense mechanism. I do. I think that is to reassure us that it is not as bad as we know it is based on what that that your manson just said to you. So she just up here just smiling after he said, "Shut up and let me talk." Now, why you want to talk when you can't speak English? This is the man y'all been spending money on to go to school. Can't even speak. All right, girl. I can't. I literally cannot. This boy can't even formulate sentences. And boy, I mean 22-year-old man.
My God.
Let's hear from you.
Yeah, and I don't have much to
Chase
say.
card.
I don't have much to say at all.
Nothing?
No, I have something to say, just not.
It's so sad. I'm so frustrated because I know what this is. I've seen this in real time. This woman absolutely loves her children. And it's weird because I think, again, it feels like there is a guilt because there's no reason why you should be sitting up there letting your son telling you to shut up. We've heard enough from you is absolutely insane while you're smiling and trying to be soft and sweet to this child, this grown man, while he's disrespecting you. Mind you, we've heard enough from you. Again, feels like this man does not feel like he's being heard. He does not feel like his mother hears him. She feels guilty and lets him insult her and let the insult slide. The kid is resentful of something, and the mother feels immense guilt for something. This is just a full dysfunctional family. Just fully the emotionally dysfunctional family. Michael, the son at the bottom, looks for the smallest thing against his mother to push back. Like even her voice seemed to annoy him. He just pushes back. And again, I don't think it's hate. I don't think he hates his mother. I think he's just like angry when he hears his mother. And I think it's from resentment. Like this is how resentment builds up in people. Yeah, no, this is his daddy personified. He might look like his mother, but this is his daddy personified. She married a bum and is raising a bum. Point blank, period. That's my opinion, not fact.
Not much.
Okay.
I would say one. I think people like, and I don't really.
I'm gonna bring your dad on, but go ahead. You think what, baby?
I was gonna say I don't necessarily care what their perception is, but even I think my mom's perception is a little wrong of how much me and my brother appreciate what my mom and my dad have done for us. I do like. Let me say that already because you don't really hear that a lot. Me and my brother.
I don't hear it a lot.
No, I wasn't necessarily saying you don't hear it a lot. I think you hear it a good amount of times, but I'm not saying you've heard it a handful of times for sure.
I have.
He might love his mom, but he don't like her. He might love his mom, he don't like her. I think you hear it a lot. There's a silent anger brewing towards the mother. And I think she needs to watch that. The father is just cheesing in the bottom right here. The daddy is just cheesing, hearing the son disrespect the mother. It's a simple and quick statement, but they cannot give their mother anything. The grace comes and goes really quickly, right? They find her irritating. Simone says, I have heard thank you and whatever. She has learned kind of, again, to smile through the pain of her son's attack, completely contradicting her initial statement that she does not hear it enough. Not enough was to his father. When the son was like, I guess we don't say this enough, that was about his father. The mom thought it was about her. And he quickly checked her to tell her, no, you heard it enough. I was talking about the dad. Quite a lot, a handful of time by the son is very different than enough. Those are not synonymous, right? They and the mother and the son treated it like it was synonymous. Like the mom is saying, I don't hear thank you enough. And he says, well, you hear it a handful of time. And in his mind, a handful of time is enough for his mother. And for his mother, it's not enough. But instead of like explaining why she feels this way and why she feels left out and not appreciated, she just accepts his statement of facts and moved on. Even though it wasn't contradicting hers, she just moves on from it. Quite a lot and enough are not synonymous, but they both treat it as such. I do feel sad for her. But again, it's hard to continue to feel that way for her when she wants this. She lives for the drama. She built that monster after that scene. She brought him a Tesla. Let that woman have the misery she loved. Can't save a volunteer hostage. If you stood up to explain to her or help her, she would drag you for filth because you're not about to talk to these boy mom about their boys. You're not about to talk to boy mom about their boys. Thank you, Eden. You've been a member for 38 months. I appreciate that.
But the people, me and my brother are very appreciative, and we're very understanding. I guess I'm not going to speak for Miles on here, but I would. I am very aware of the situation that I'm in, guys. Like, I'm very aware that I'm blessed. I'm very aware that I don't deal with a lot of problems that some people my age deal with. I'm very aware of that. But the thing that people don't understand is, like, I've worked a job since I was in high school playing basketball. I had a job before my mom told me to get a job, right? So, like, it's not like
you had a job before your mom told you to get a. So you had a job and your mom didn't know. You had a job before your mom told you to get a job. Okay, girl, period. Because that makes sense too. She just smiling up there and he just laughing at the bottom with his son. They don't care nothing about the fact that this boy can't even speak, but they're going to send him to law school. So hopefully in law school he'll learn to speak. I don't know. But all of this is a mess. This, by the way, is the son. Lovely T up here talking about is good. Seem like a smart guy. A smart weird. I need to see the transcript.
like I never have the thought of doing things for myself, and I just want to live off my mom forever. That's never been my thoughts. Me personally, I want to be very rich. In that moment, what I was saying was basically, help me out. I'm not asking you to pay everything, but pay some of it. You can pay some of it. And I took what she was saying as she wasn't going to pay anything. And we've had conversations about it. And she said she will pay some of it. So we'll just chop that whole big argument up to a miscommunication. We could just leave it at that.
To a little baby and his feelings is what we're going to chop it up.
And I'm also going to get this one off just because, to be funny. Someone commented on my post talking about, or on me and my mom. Hey, Dad, I gotta get this one off. Someone commented on my post talking about, I love how you stood strong, Simone, which we do love. I'm not saying we don't love that. We love that. You were good there. But then she said, I paid for my daughter's undergrad and she paid for the rest. My next question would just be like, if you are going to comment that, do you have $1 million? Like, like if we gonna play the.
By the way, he's just dragging and disrespecting people who don't have $1 million. Which, my question is, you have $1 million. You could have gone to the best schools, get the best tutors you can, and you still talk like this. You are still this person. I guess you can buy a lot of things, but classes, well. So we just gonna ignore that this boy at the bottom just sound like he from around the. Themis, in one season, his mom was screaming at him paying for tuition when he was getting the season. you know what? You know what? You know, I didn't even have to look this clip up to know that this is true. There is no possible way that this person did. Like, you can't, there's certain things you can do. There's just certain things you can tell from, but there's just a lot you can tell. I think there's a lot you can tell. It gives a lot you can tell. With two school transfer like his old brother, they struggled to get through college. Yeah, I did know that they took longer to get through college, but I was like, you know what? A black man going through college, it could have taken you 10 years. I would have still been happy. You just made it through. It's the fact that now you're like, oh, you're going to pay for my law school, girl, when you barely pass college, went through college. Period. To be fair, a lot of people didn't do well in college and do well in law school. What I'm saying is that him not doing well in college is consistent with the way he expresses. Okay. I just knew that I figured he would be a DF student. Like, I figured he would be a DF student. C on a good day. And be like in his dreams. You know what I mean? Like, I figured. As a lawyer, do you think this kid can make it to law school? Yes, I do. I think that if he buckles down and continues to like study and try, like if he tries, he can do it. I believe most people could do well in law medical school if they cared enough. I don't think he cares enough. And you can tell that he don't care by the way he talks. From my perspective. I don't know if he has a good grades or anything. I know his attitude is terrible. Yeah, and that's why he would probably fail. Not because he can't naturally, not because he cannot mentally, not because he is like biologically incapable of doing it. No. Just the way he talks and carry. Yeah, it's a chop. Now that's something he can learn to like do better with, but as of now, no, absolutely not.
Compare game, do you have $1 million? I'm just
The
curious.
only thing that I'm going to say to you, Michael, is that at this age, at this time in my life, I do not have a fully funded retirement account.
No, for sure.
And if I were not helping to support you and your brother, you all are doing your part now. You're doing your part now. But if I didn't have any children to help support through anything, do you understand that I could go ahead and go home now? Now, I might have to put down Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Dior. I might have to stop shopping. However, I could live comfortably and not have to work at all.
If
That was so absolutely unnecessary. I know people clip this part and they're like, you tell him, you tell. Completely unnecessary. Yes, the son is out of pocket and entitled, but the son was dragging the audience. You should have checked your son directly. Instead of doing that passive aggressive, y'all are leeches, instead of being passive aggressive with the fact that you don't want to pay for him, instead of being passive aggressive with your own money, you should have been directly aggressive. You should have told him, little boy, shut your mouth up talking about who has a million and who doesn't. Those people who watch our show helps to pay your bills because you come to me who gets money from the TV and my practice where people show up to because they believe in me and the work that I do so I can help pay your bill. So you need to shut up and stop disrespecting people and talking down to people about how much money they do and do not have. That's what you should have done. Instead, you passive aggressively dragged him. And this passive aggressive tit for tat is the thing that builds and builds and builds because she's also a problem. Like, what do you mean if I weren't working to take it? No, you're not working just to take care of me and my brother and your dusty man. That's not why. You're working because you want to live the high life. And that's fine. But don't do that. Don't use your retirement account in this way. Don't put yourself out there in this way to disrespect and drag your son. Drag him directly. Go fully and drag him. Like this passive aggressive thing is why they get angry with you. This is why they're dragging you because it feels like she just likes to humble them. But instead of humbling them directly, she does this passive aggressive. Yeah, I just work so hard. I'm so tired. I'm taking care of you and your brother. Then stop. But no, I won't stop. You know I love you and your brother, so I'm going to take care of you. But while I do the thing that I'm complaining about, I'm going to just continue to complain about it because I'm just going to complain while I do the thing that I'm complaining about all the time. That's annoying. Just stop. If that is a standard you have for yourself, live in it. Fully build up your boundaries so that people don't cross it. Don't have this fake boundary that you politely push back against, but you instinctively want them to kind of engage more because you want to provide for them so you have it over their head. Either do it or don't do it. Either do it or don't do it. Right. Every time people tune into the show, they contribute to your college fund. Drag him directly. Tell him to shut up and explain why. Production inquiry, I would agree with you if this were the first time. I would agree with you if this were the first time. This is how she attacks them. When the husband spoke up, she says, I am the only one at this table with a graduate degree, right? Because she was checking her husband to say, you don't know nothing about a graduate degree and what is needed for a graduate degree. I am the only one at this table with a graduate degree and I had to work for it for myself. That's to her husband. But instead of directly addressing her husband, she passive aggressively dragged him, which I lived for. But this kind of things they build. And if her husband called her out on it, she's going to say, well, no, I wasn't talking to you, girl. Who are you talking to then? Those kinds of things build up because if you're frustrated, stop doing the things you're frustrated with doing. Set boundaries, have some standard, but don't put your standard on everyone else when you can't even keep them yourself. You imagine someone always complaining to you about something that they go and do every single time. They're not going to stop doing it and they just complain about it. Forgive me, TMF. I'm triggered. I just found out tonight my nephew dropped out of college because he doesn't like the state. he dropped out because he don't like the state. I don't know this new generation. I don't understand. What do you mean you don't like the state? So he dropped out because he don't like the state. He didn't transfer. He didn't. I am so sorry, Sandra. I am so sorry, Miss Teal. Let me be. I'm laughing at him because I feel like we're just in this world where people are like, oh, I'm uncomfortable. Goodbye. Like he's not going to transfer. He just going to drop all the way out. No, but no, I am agreeing with you. She wanted to test her sons, and then she realized they don't care, and she did nothing with that information. You want to test your sons to see if they care about the fact that you can't retire because you got to support their life. And they're like, yeah, mom, girl, absolutely not. And you did nothing. So why are you testing them? Why are you testing them when the result don't matter? Because they're not about to be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, mom. I'm going to try to help and contribute so you can retire. They don't care nothing about none of that. And in truth, I think part of the reason is like they are her accessories. She wanted a man. She didn't care about whether the man was successful or if good to her or whatever. She just picked the dusty man up, dragged him every chance she get. Every chance Dr. Simone gets, she drags her man, right? And these two kids are her accessories. Talking down to them is her brand. And so this is just, again, her world. Like she's in a world where she's like, oh my God, she's so successful. She's the doctor, and her man can't even help her. Her sons are taking from her, poor her. She's so successful. She's so good. She's so amazing. But those darn family members of her keep taking from her. Stop giving. Stop that up. That image is not worth protecting. Just stop. Stop. You failed to raise your kids to be good people for like 22 and 26 years. Fine. You did that. You failed. Start now. Start setting boundaries now. First, kick them both out. I don't know if they live with you. Kick them both out, cut them both off, try to get them a job. It is what it is. You know? Mind you, I'm not even the kick the people out type, because I'm the type of person who, like, if I lived in the state where my mom lived, I would still be at home. Regardless of how much money I make, I would still be at home. The difference is I would probably take the mortgage and half the bills, or just split everything in half. Like, I'm not about to just live in my mom's house and not pay for something, or have my own house and beg my mom to come live with me. Like, I like family being together. I would not like to not be in the same house as my brother, but unfortunately he's engaged and so he's outgrown me a little. But like, it's just my dad. Like, I like being around my family. Pause. I don't like being around my family when I live apart. If I live in the same state, we gonna live in the same house. But also, please do leave me alone. Please do leave me alone. I'm taking the basement, and please don't come nowhere near me. But I do want to be in the same house.
If what?
If I weren't still helping to support you and your brother. Do you understand that?
Yeah, that's facts. Fair. But like, I mean, hold on, Dad. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Actually, go ahead, Dad. Get at me.
Well, so first off,
Get at me though.
yeah, no, but first off, before I get at you, what's happening, everybody? And I'm laughing. People say, "Why am I laughing?" I'm laughing at the comments, because I don't really watch reality TV anymore because most of the shows they don't have the husbands on anymore. But I used to watch the reality TV when the husbands were back on, and I kind of feel I kind of, for the people who watch Bravo.
Yeah, why can't these men? So the son is exactly like the daddy. None of them can talk. Like, I have learned that I have a lot of patience online, but it's very difficult. I have to bite my tongue and physically like restrain myself from like moving on in a conversation, because this way of speaking annoys me. This way of speaking annoys me. Like, get it out. Like, like you gotta get it out. Oh my God. The boy's like his daddy in more ways than one, it seems.
I kind of feel like Camille Grammer tonight. watching the show. And for the people that watch Bravo will know what I'm talking about. But I watch a lot of Bravo, and I watch Camille Grammer on Housewives of Beverly Hills. Explain what you mean by saying you feel like Camille Grammer. Where Kelsey Grammer basically put her on the show because he was going to get a divorce. And so you felt like this season you were on the show
Tonight,
so that I could
just
get a
tonight.
divorce.
He felt like watching that.
This boy is something else. Mind you, I already want to drag him talking about I feel like a woman. Man, I feel like a woman. Sitting over there talking about, oh, I feel like a woman is absolutely diabolical and insane work. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's stay on the sun. Your parents are talking about their First of all, why are your parents talking like this in front of you? Actually, you're right. You 22-year-old son, you have every right to intrude because the daddy out of pocket for bringing it up right there in front of you, talking the way y'all talk in front of the world. Fully. Degenerate is as degenerate does. Fully agree with everything happening here. He's 24, 22, 24. Fully agree with whatever is happening on here. Fully agree with what is happening here.
Episode tonight.
Watching the episode tonight and watching it happen live. He imagined it's like, oh, I could see how Camille Grammer felt.
Yes, I felt.
And I don't think. I mean, if I were on and I was saying the same thing, when I had the interview with Carlos King, if I had got on there and said the same stuff that you were saying, you would be hurt. And I think you'd have to admit that.
Boy, why not say, hi, wife? What you said on the show hurt my feelings. Why not just say that? I feel like blah, 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 and if I blah, 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 go shut up. Get away. Like, just gonna, like, what you said on the show hurt my feelings. That's it. Ain't nobody got time for you. Go shut up. Like, actually.
And so the only thing I'll say is this, and this is where reality TV sometimes isn't all reality, because they only show, so that scene they only showed probably about 5 minutes, and we filmed that scene for probably close to an hour. So there was a lot of stuff said. There was a lot of things that went on behind the scenes that you don't get to see.
I didn't even think about, like, honestly, for me, sorry to cut you off. I didn't even, like, facts. You're right. And me and Mama talked about that, but I didn't even think to bring that up. Like, I almost forgot about, like, what the conversation was about.
But what
really
wasn't said with breaking the fourth wall was so irrelevant anyway. And Cecil, to act like that I've never said at all off camera this season about the fact that we were having difficulties. It was getting difficult for me to deal with those difficulties. It's exhausting that you can never see my point of view when dealing with the boys. You throw me under the bus with the boys. You disrespect me when it comes to...
What do you want from him? He is one of the boys. Like, you treat him like you treat your sons. Like, he is one of your sons. He is a broke... He's spending your money. They're spending your money. You're providing for the entire household, including him. And he sees himself in the boys and not in the parents. Like, I don't understand what's difficult about this. You married a bum and you're raising bums. Like,
I don't think Dad's saying that he...
Well, Camille Grammer was caught completely off base when...
Why are you speaking for your father? He right there. I don't think Dad was... Shut up. this is grown folks' business. You need to shut up and let your dad tell me what he was thinking. Ain't nobody having a conversation when the person who spoke is right there. You're not about to be a translator of sorts. It's not going to happen. Not on my watch. And the fact that she's engaging with him as if this is a legitimate kind of engagement when your son is intruding on a conversation with your spouse in this way is actually insane. Again, she a part of the problem. Like, why are you responding to this boy?
And Kelsey wanted to divorce her.
Fair. He was just saying, he was really just
And he's basically comparing himself to Camille Grammer, and I just think it's weird. I think it's weird to come on with that analogy.
What basically he's saying is that watching the show tonight, it basically felt like a, what's that called when they put someone on top of the stage and a roast. He basically felt like he was watching the show and getting roasted, basically.
I mean, if the facts of your life sounds like a roast, it feels like you have failed at some point. If the facts of your life feels like a roast, that sounds like a you problem and not a her problem. But again, if you say, if my feelings were hurt and I feel some kind of way about that, fair enough. It's your feelings.
But to say that we don't have a roast in real life is weird because again,
he didn't say. But Mama, see, but
I'm not saying that. All I'm saying though is this, though, Simone. The only thing I'm saying is this. When
how is there a family full of people? There are 4 people in this family. You're telling me only one person has any sense? I just don't understand. I don't understand how they're just all kind of so. This one just showed up smiling as if he heard something nice happening and just sitting there just doing nothing. You would think this one who came in late, just looking as lost as he is going to come and defend his mother because, like, obviously he's in his mother's box, right? Like, nah, he just smiling, just. I mean, at this point, just try to hang it up, get some new kids. It is what it is. Just call this one a fail. Get a new man, get new kids. Call this one a fail. It's a chop, and move on. Ain't no reason to try to say what's left of them. The aesthetic of this is so weird to me. Like, why you just come in just smiling? Maybe he says something because he's the older one, right? But will he check his younger brother? Probably not.
When I do wrong, when I'm not doing something that you feel is off, I think it's fair for you to speak on it. I think you're giving your opinion, and I think that is totally fine. Where I have an issue, though, is that when you speak on and make a comment that, oh, I've been married 29 years, he's not going to do anything.
One of the comments just say the thing that I was thinking. I won't put it on the screen. But one of the comments, like, I was thinking that, I was like, he just gives me that vibe. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to leave it alone. Because, like, why you just coming here just smiling, just waving, just smiling, just waving? Adding absolutely nothing. Like at least be messy. The older one also unemployed. Ain't no way. I'm just going to ignore that and pretend like that's not true. I don't believe there's a 26-year-old man just living at his mother's home, not doing anything when he's able-bodied. I just know for a fact. Let me move on.
That gave.
But I didn't say that. That is how you took that.
What did you say?
Yeah, you said nothing's going to change. I've been married 29 years.
What he's talking about are my conversations about Contessa and Scott. And how you start the marriage is how it's going to be. So if you never expected gifts, if you never expected birthday gifts, girl, you're not getting them now.
So I
never.
Okay, see, she knows. She knows who her man is. She's probably talking down about to whatever that person's name is. She's talking down, but she knows. She's like, girl, I know what I got at home because that applies to them. And the husband rightfully understood that, I mean, it was an indirect drag of him. And the husband knows this woman is passive aggressive. So she know he knows he getting dragged, as he should, but he know he getting dragged. Ain't nobody. No way. Jupiter son, you're getting blocked. Like, don't even respond saying, no, oh my God, I was shot. No, you're getting blocked. You're getting blocked because this is out of pocket. This is out of line. This is out of order. This is fully out of order. If no child has been with the family, is an insane thing. That's an insane thing to say. That is an insane thing to say.
Said that you didn't throw me a party or you don't you've done amazing for my birthday. And maybe it could be that just my speaking and you're already in your feelings about this episode that you are taking it in just based on everything I'm saying. But I do believe how you start is how you finish. And you other people being before me was not new to my marriage.
Well, first off, let me say this. I think that statement is a statement that people say often in relationships, but you're not training anyone. You're not going to shape anyone. People are who they are, and people change in relationships. People start off one way
and some people never change in relationships.
Some do and some don't. But if they change, it negates the point that you made. And the point is that someone can change. And all I'm asking the people that are on here, the 450 people on there, when you made the comment, did you take that comment to mean that Cecil ain't doing shit for Simone? I'm asking the people, not how you felt.
Right, but why are you more but Cecil? This is what I.
Yeah, why is Miles here? Can someone explain why Miles just To be fair, I ain't never heard Miles Wheeler speak like that, so I don't actually know what his thoughts are. And I'm assuming because he's with his mom, it's 2 versus 2. But I don't know, because Miles is not giving me I can defend anyone. Miles definitely not giving me defender vibes. Maya Manning, thank you so much for being a member for 21 months.
I'm asking you, babe, before I get in my car and head home, why are you more concerned about what the people think than what was my actual intent?
Well, but I'm not clear on what your intent was. Well,
yeah, what is happening down here? Yeah, what is happening? What is happening here? Please look at Mike at the bottom, y'all. Just ignore what them people talking about and look at Michael at the bottom.
To mean that Cecil ain't doing shit for Simone. I'm asking the people, not how you felt.
Right, but why are you more but Cecil? This is what I'm asking you, babe, before I get in my car and head home. Why are you more concerned about what the people think than what was my actual intent?
Girl, why is this man down here doing this? Wait, what is he doing here? Like what is happening? I know. Girl, Simone, girl, Dr. Simone, girl, hang it up. Just call it quits, because none of these men care about you.
We are. Well, we are. We are on a live. If you just like, come on let me do. Hold on.
But
Stop.
then ask the people what they think about the parenting that happened at that table. Ask the people that.
Hey, people.
Yo, who this boy think he talking to? Must be his mama. Must be his. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. These people have no home training. Zero home training. Sir, you failed as a dad. Simone, you failed as a mom. The fact that they're sitting up here talking about you need the fathers in the house. This is fathers in the house, girl. This is the most involved father. This is what it looks like, girl. Ain't nobody got time.
So we are on live, and I felt like we were kind of supposed to like show people that, and not guys. There was no plan, as y'all can see, to this live, y'all, because y'all see how.
All right, the bottom teeth, girl, top teeth in is giving me a problem. It's already 1:30. Simone loved this. This is what fathers in the home means. Son at the top, I'm gonna need you to speak up because it looks like you're with your mom, and that I like that. Miles, girl, you come through and save the family. Come through and please don't sound like your daddy or your brother. I'm hoping Miles. Miles, girl, you better come through and give us something. Very much something. Anyway, we're at the 1 hour and 30-minute mark, so I've got to go because I need to go edit a video for y'all. Right? I need to go edit a video for y'all. This is part 2. We get to hear the side chick side of the story. We all know we love to hear the the side chick side of the story. So we're about to hear that. Tomorrow morning, I will have that for y'all while you wake. So I'm going to try to release it tonight. And I also have to go to the gym. So what I'm going to do, because I know if I don't do this, I will fail. I'm going to go to the gym now and then come back and edit before I shower and go to bed. So I worked today, came back, went live, going to go to the gym, edit and post. I did not. No, this is for me. Have a good night. I love and adore you all. Thanks to Production Inquiry, I will be going live every single day this week. Please note it will be at different times. So like just watch out for me, but I will go live every single night this week. It is what it is. It's that simple. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the video. So I will post a video tonight. Well, in the AM, like maybe 12, 1, 2 o'clock, because I don't sleep. And then we will discuss that video on the live. So I'm going to drop the link. It'll be a members only live. Well, it'll be public, then members only immediately. And so we'll talk. It's just going to be a chit chat, nothing too serious. All right. Have a wonderful night. And this is my gift to you all. You've been very kind to me this year. And this is my gift back to y'all for Christmas that I don't celebrate. So I will be here with y'all talking all week. Yay. Bye.